Hi and welcome to the channel. My name is Roots McD and today we're going to go through some blues. This is a blues study in A. It's in 3 parts. Part 1 is the lead intro, so that's using lead techniques to embellish all the chords for the intro. Then we've got 2 rhythm tracks, a kind of lower one and a higher one. So you've got a slow blues in A. Just to point out that this particular version I've just embellish the blues slightly by putting in a couple of different chords, which I'll tell you about as we go through it. But the first lick, I'm starting here in the land of A minor. This is the 5th fret position, and you're going to be familiar territory if you already know your minor, pentatonic and blues scales. And I'm assuming that you will know those if you're going to be looking at this lesson. And here's the first lick, 5th fret on the B string, and then I slide into this bend, which is like a half bend, and then I'm hitting the high E, 5th fret, and then sliding up to the 10th fret on the B string. Now this is after the 3 count, so it'd be like a slow blues, 1, 2, 3, and then into my progression, okay, after that. So that's my first lick. Lick 2. Standard blues territory this. I'm going to be on the 7th fret G string. I'm going to bend it up just for half step, then let it down, pull off, and land on the 7th fret D string. As you do the pull off, that bend, you just tweak that 5th fret on the G slightly, like this. And if you listen to any blues player, that's generally the point where they tweak it to the land between major and minor to give it that sort of sweet blues sound. So that's lick 2. Into lick 3. It's kind of Albert King kind of style lick. Little 2-string bar at the 5th fret, B and E string. And I'm playing the 5th fret. After I get back to my high A note, I straight away slide to another occurrence of that A. After that one, it's quite a lot of blues licks like this. People like that I like that do this sort of thing would include Jimi Hendrix, people that modern day players like Matt Schofield and Josh Smith. Fall away licks. It's where things just sort of tumble down the stairs a little bit. What I mean is I go down to the next 2 steps of the pentatonic scale, and I go to 8, and then it goes to 9 on the G, like this. And it's like just a little stumble, so it sounds like this. Yeah, there, so it's just that little slip down at the end. So I've just had my Albert King style fall down. So it's a 7th fret bar, D string, G string, B string. I'm sliding into it, implying an A7. So I've got this little double stop, 4 and 5, sliding to 5, 6. Then I'm going to go over to my 7th fret A string, and then major 6th, which is the 4th fret on the D string, F sharp, back to my A. Whole lick. Nice. So I'm going to move up into my BB box. This is the 9th fret, 11th fret, 10th fret, 12th fret, G string and B, 9 to 11, up to 10 on the B. Little squeeze bend. Sometimes I rake into that one. 10, 12 on the high E. Then a little pre-bend. This is 12 on B. I'm going to pre-bend, let down. After that, this is leading into more chord tones because this is where my blues takes a little bit of a twist. I'll explain it as we go along. I've just done my BB lick. Now I'm outlining that D7 chord. So I play the G note, which is off at the 12th fret G string. Then I come down, I'm going to play that F sharp. I'm going to slide in 11th fret on the G. and then the high D there, like this. Then what I do a little hybrid pick here, because I want to make a point of those two intervals. So I'm sliding down a whole tone, or 2 whole frets, 2 whole steps. So that sounds like this. Okay, and that chord that I'm outlining is a C7 type chord. So I was on D7. I'll do the same rhythm on my C chord, and then into my B minor, which is there. Point out there that I am implying that I'm going from C7 to B minor, and then back to my A7, okay? So I'll just play that whole bit from the C down to the B minor. Then what I'm going to do, another little squeeze bend, this time 7th fret high E string. So I'm playing the 7th fret, bending up. I'm falling down. I actually sometimes chromatically do that. And then I'm going down to the A string, A note, which is the 5th fret on the high E string. Then I hit the high A, and then slide up to the next occurrence of that A. I like doing that sort of thing where you double up on the same note. Back to an echo of my previous A7 type lick, this. So that's again sliding 4 to 5, 5 to 6 on the D and G, down to the A string 7th fret. Okay, that was that little lick. A7 arpeggio, A7 lick. So I'm here, I'm going 5 to 6, little bar, back to the 5th fret on the B, then the 8 on the B, finishing 5 on the B. Okay, so that's all working out of that A7 chord. Lick into the E. For this effect here, what I'm doing is I'm actually playing a little bit of E minor pentatonic over the final, the E7 turnaround chord. What I'm making a point of doing is just pushing that major third, minor third thing. Do that again. So it's 7 to 9 hammer, into my 8, this is on the B, and then pushing it. And I'm hitting then the B. So that, if you imagine my B, my E chord. So, okay. Up to the high 10th fret on the high E string. Then hammer on, pull off here on this, and it's a fret 7 to 10. And then I'm going to do that same little flicky bend. So that's little 8th fret push up. So I'm going from a B string. So that would do that whole bit again. End it with a little 7th fret. That's the 5 chord I was on. I roll through from 5 to 4. So I've just ended on there. Then I'm going to go to finish the pattern off. I've just hit the 7th fret. I'm going to work my way up 9, chromatic. And I'm going up to the, deliberately targeting the F sharp for the D7 chord. Making it a 6 and then 7. So that's up 10, 12 and 13 on the B string. And that's a hammer. This little lick here, 12, 13, hammer on pull off, and then down to 10. Okay, do it again. Back to my 12 on B, and then I'm going to bend that one up, and then I'm going to hit 10 and 12 on the high E string. Then one of my favourite little bits, I just flick up to the G, and then down to this C note, this is the 13th fret on the B string, and then I'm going to land on my A, 14th fret G string. We're implying that A7 chord. After that, my turnaround. So I've just gone from this 12th fret I'm going to 12th fret on the G string, and I'm going to go down to my 12th fret on the D string. And there's a couple of ways you can do this. A lot of these blues sliding licks, you slide in and out of stuff. That slippery effect. So what I do there, do it a number of ways. I'm basically pivoting around this 12th fret, which is the D note. So I've got, so I really want to hit that. So I've gone from my G string, 12th fret. I'm sliding into that D note, 12th fret, and up, maybe a half step, and down to the A, which is the 12th, and then hammering on 10 to 12 on the D. Like that. That's the kind of thing. A really important point to make here is that you could learn this note for note, but you should be trying to get some of the ideas from it in order to do your own thing with it. So I think when you watch me play it, I'll probably play it 3 times differently. You know, it's really important to do your own, put your own spin on it. But so I'm just showing you a number of approaches I might do to that type of lick. And the next bit, to just finish it off, I'm going to bend up the 9th fret, first finger. I'm going down, 12 on A, down to 10 on A, down to 12 on E. And then back to my A note. To finish it off, I'm going to slide into 11 on D, 9 on G, and then the low 12 on the low E string. And that is our whole lead part.